Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. So as you're watching this video, the game is down for maintenance because they're adding the new DLC Wonderverse to the live servers on this Universe Online. I prepped myself a few armories to be able to play the DLC tomorrow, but I thought seeing how the game will be down tomorrow, I'm pre-recording this video so that you guys will have something to watch tomorrow while you wait for the game to be back online. I made a few changes to my lairs. You guys may remember I made a video about a whole bunch of summer base items, but I had to destroy my lairs to be able to do that. So I had to rebuild my lairs more or less from scratch. So let's have a little tour of our new lair for you guys who didn't quite see those just yet. Let's start with our Brainiac lair because why not? I didn't make many changes to this layer. I didn't really reuse this layer for the summer seasonal, so this is probably, you guys may have seen this layer before, but for those of you who not have seen it, let's take a look. Here there's the little Titan
Greetings,
drone.
visitor.
So you can hear the little Titan drone, but it's a bit glitchy or bugged. It seems to be, it has a hard time going around in our lair. I've tried to put it in various places and it keeps on freaking out, so I might just remove it at some point. So here we have some nice metal
Patrolling
posters.
for intruders.
There's our Alexander Luthor ship. Here you'll see a whole bunch of metal posters. My favorite has to be probably the one with the Batman who laughs and the three Robins. I love that cover. Although the Jim Lee one over here with the big Batman statue isn't bad either. Of course, you'll see that I have a few posters as duplicates. It happens. Oh, and here's the big version. Probably should have shown those first. And here I have a little office for our friend Lex Luthor. If he ever comes by someday. So you can see I have a lot of books. So Lex will have plenty of stuff to read. So usually, you guys may have seen, I usually put my broker up here. I put one of my mailbox here. The other mailbox is at the entrance. How can I have two mailboxes, you ask? There's one that I purchased in the marketplace, and there's one that I gathered the collections to be able to have. I have a video, if you look through my videos, there's a video about how to get the mailbox for free. That's the one where I show you which collections you need to be able to get the mailbox. And these puddles of goo, I have like a billion of them. So I try to sort of recreate the feeling of the in the Alien movie where you have this room in the ship where there's all those eggs lying around. That's somewhat what I try to recreate. So here you can see a whole bunch of Brainiac base items, which I obviously thought were a good fit with this base. And also, yeah, as you can see, I've pretty much disguised my crafting station into some sort of Brainiac computer or my Brainiac console, I should say. The same with the R&D vendor. And I did something similar also for the respec station. Makes it a bit challenging to use it sometimes, but not a big deal. I'll probably tweak it at some point. I'll have to give it some thoughts. And there's these windows, which I love them. I'm gonna have to try to get a whole bunch more of them. And there's this portal that you'll see a bit later. I've used it for my teleporter. And of course, the JC statue, Owlman and
Patrolling for
Ultraman.
intruders.
And I love those big coins as well. I probably need a few more of those. Somehow I did not get as many statues of Superwoman. I basically go to the broker any chance I get, and sometimes I'll purchase a couple of those statues. But somehow I didn't purchase as many of Superwoman for some reason.
Patrol.
So again, you can see a few more of those windows. Love those. And again, the big metal posters. I love those posters, especially this one. This one with the Batman who laughs and the La Mort card. I love that. Again, the big one of the Batman poster, the Batman statue. Again, the Batman who laughs with the three Robins. Another version of the coin. I think there's two versions for the ceiling, one for the floor. Like you can see a version here. And you've probably seen me use these decorating drapes whenever I make videos about the emblems. It's pretty much useful to be able to show the emblems a bit bigger than what you can see on the characters. And this big window with the Brainiac invasion, I love that. I have a smaller version. I think I passed in front of it pretty quick. So I have the smaller version here, which comes from the anniversary event. And I kind of like my Owlman signal.
Scanning island perimeter.
And of course, the Moebius chair. I love that chair. I wish we could actually sit in it. Actually, I wish we could fly in it, but that'll probably never happen, sadly. And of course, our Crime Syndicate of America table. I wish we had a Justice League table like that, or even a Legion of Superheroes, or a Teen Titans table like that. Maybe someday. And again, some more statues. Could have sworn I had a Superwoman statue. It's probably in my legal. That's another thing. Like I purchased a whole bunch of those statues, but I gave some to some of my illegal, especially in this case, especially my villain illegal. So that's probably why I don't have any Superwoman statue here. I probably gave it all away to my legal. Here you can see I'm using the antimatter portal to disguise my teleporter into an antimatter portal, which works well enough. Doesn't work with all the teleporters. Some of the teleporters are a little too big, but in this case, it works well enough. So let's go to our next layer. Let's go to the multi-cafe. So this is still in the process of being decorated. Oh, here's our little friend, the crypto. Ah, he's so cute. And we have our little friend Tickle here. I used to have all my pets in one base, and then decided to spread them around a bit. Here I'm trying to recreate the Super Cafe with Batman and Superman. I have a few ideas of videos that I'll make probably with this backdrop, but I'm still in the process of decorating it, as you can see. I used to have like the big movie screen here with a few benches, but didn't really like it, so I'm gonna have to find something else. So here I'm trying to make some sort of recreation room with pool tables, various blackjack tables, or the roulette. Actually, not blackjack. The name escapes me right now, but it'll get back to me. And here we have our wall of bombshells. I have a billion of those posters, so I wasn't too sure exactly what to do with them. And I decided, let's make a big wall with all of them. And also, there's the big bombshell poster, which is a pretty cool looking poster. Not sure why I'm stuck here. No, there we go. So it's a pretty cool looking poster we got as a gift, I forget, some time ago. And playing various missions, I got a whole bunch of those posters on the wall. I have a whole bunch of Thanagarian items also that I'm not sure yet what to do with it. I think I'll make some sort of Thanagarian hall here. So you can see I'm using a whole bunch of those banners. I may have a few other ships like that. I'll have to give it a look. But these are pretty cool looking ships. Of course, again, here I set my broker, and I set my mailbox here. So again, as you can see, still in the process of decorating it, but we'll get there someday. And here we have what I would call my danger room, or my training room will probably be a better name for it. Especially if I don't want to get sued by Charles Xavier for stealing the name of the danger room. So here I'm setting up various equipment to be able to do some training, weightlifting, and that kind of stuff. I probably have a few more things I could put in here. I'm not done quite just yet. But here I've set up two training dummy, two sparring targets. Again, how could I have two sparring targets? Very simple. I bought one in the marketplace, and the other one I gathered the collections to be able to get the one for free. Ah, Crypto destroyed all our stuff. He's so mean. So I've set up a whole bunch of, again, punching bag and that kind of stuff. But also a whole bunch of screen. I had a few of those Teen Titans screens, which I really like. I love those screens. And of course, those Teen T Those T-pillars, not pillars, not those T-posts. I love those. Like there's the regular ones here, and there's the one in T shape. If you've been to Teen Titan Islands, you've seen those already. And I have a billion of those lockers, so I thought I should at least use at least some. So here I have lockers for when I go to the gym. So it gives me a few training dummies if I wanna practice a few moves, and especially if I want to show the reason why I need to have two of them. Oh, I should probably next time. Sometimes I'll want to show a few things and I'll need more than one target. Usually, if I need more than one target, I'll go to one of my league hall, but I can come here as well if I want to. So again, still in the process of decorating it, but we're getting there. And here I'm setting up some sort of office for our friend The Question. I would like to make more videos with The Question. I just didn't get the chance just yet, and this would be a good place to be able to set that up. I'd set up an office previously that was a bit smaller than that. Ah, poor crypto. And here, of course, we have our time sphere. I love this time sphere. And we have a bunch of big posters, like some Superman Action Comics poster. This is a poster also we got as a free gift. I forget, many years ago. It was a really nice looking poster. The same here with the JSA poster. And of course, we have those posters from the Superman 80th anniversary event. We have the Daily Planet. I wonder if this still works. Ah. Oh yeah, and there's the bowl. Let's use the bowl to call our friend Crypto. And of course, we have the Death of Superman memorial with the Superman cape flying around. That's a pretty cool base item. And we have the Invasion Portal. I forget where it comes from. I think it comes from the anniversary event. Or is it from Thanagar? So let us go to another lair. So this is my museum lair. Oh, let's grab some round crystal. And there's our friend, the Ambush Bug.
It's my good friend, that total stranger. I'm Ambush Bug.
You saw our Pengbot hop away. Of course, I've been playing this universe online for years now and have a billion of those statues. So I thought, let's make a museum and have a whole bunch of those statues here. You'll see more of them a bit later. And of course, there's the Arkham Asylum frame here. I love it. Not sure why, but I love this. I love this frame over here. Maybe because of the animation, the mood it gives. I'm gonna have. It comes from the Halloween seasonal, so next Halloween I'm gonna have to at least purchase a few more of that frame. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Here we have a few more posters, a few altars, a few mummy coffins. I love those Blood Moon windows. There's another name for those windows, but the name escapes me right now. Here we're getting into, I guess, the Flash Wing with some of the Flash shop or Flash gift shop, the Cosmic Treadmill. I love this treadmill. Probably should buy a few more. Well, I'll have to give it some thoughts. I also love those computer screens. And here we have a whole bunch of artifacts. A lot of these artifacts come from Hall of Power Part 1, but also we have the displays from, I forget if these come from Thanagar or from Metal Part 1. At some point, there's a lot of stuff. It becomes, it gets mixed up a bit. But we have a few, like I forget what was the name. The Mask of Wonder or something like that. And here we have the Mask of the Witch. And I love those Minotaur plaque on the wall. And it's the very same that you see on the gates. I'm gonna have to purchase more of those. Again, use broker, mailbox. Oh, there's our friend Isis. Ah, we didn't get anything good. It happens. I probably should have taken a better look at. So here we have the display for the Wonder Woman bracers. Here we have the display for the Aquaman trident. It kind of looks like the trident we can use as a weapon, although the proportions are somewhat different. And here we have the helmet of Nabu, or the Dr. Fate helmet. I wish we could have that helmet at some point as a headpiece for our characters. I guess that's all I'm really missing for my Dr. Fate type character. I guess we'll have to wait for that. Could have sworn I had another display like that. I guess. I guess I don't, or I just forgot to put it up. And here we have our Swamp Thing section, I guess. And we have those magnificent Swamp Thing covers by Bernie Wrightson. It's from the Swamp Thing comic from the mid to late 70s, if I recall correctly. Bernie Wrightson was a master of drawing creepy stuff, and his Swamp Thing was a very memorable run. But the thing I think the thing that was the most memorable that he did some illustrations for the Frankenstein novel. And the last time I saw an edition by Dark Horse, that was a really great edition. They made this great hardcover where you have those really great illustrations by Bernie Wrightson. If you've never seen those, I would strongly suggest look up for them. It's really worth it. Oh, Pingbot is going crazy. Here I wanted to make a Arkham Asylum type of room, but I didn't have enough Arkham Asylum stuff, so it pretty much turned into a Gotham City room by accident. I have a billion of those lions. I toyed with the idea of putting like a whole bunch of lions here. I'll have to give it some more thoughts. Or even the mammoth. I have quite a few of those mammoth, or even the tiger for that matter. But I managed to have some self-restraint. I just did put one tiger and one mammoth and two lions. And here we have old parrot friend. Oh, I love this little guy. I should have purchased him years ago, but somehow I was a slacker pumpkin eater and waited until this year to purchase him. And there's this door that's pretty cool looking. It reminds me of the door of in the Lord of the Rings movie, the door to the Moria. Sadly, we cannot open those doors. I wish at some point it would give us doors that we can actually open. Maybe one day. And here I've put a bunch of rock statue. Like here we have the elemental statue, which is pretty creepy looking. Add a few extra posters. Oh, let's move back a bit closer. Add a few extra posters again. But it allows us to create a neat little area. And I love this wall, this I forget, forest wall or something like that. Ah. So let us continue. And here we have our damage T-sphere. I toyed with the idea of purchasing half a dozen of them and seeing what happens, but maybe next time. And here we have a whole bunch of statues from the summer seasonal, especially some statues from Atlantis. I changed this room at least half a dozen times. At some point, it's still a little too cramped. At some point, it was getting too cramped. I was trying to shove all the statues I had here, and it was, oh, our little Pengabot exploded. So I was trying to fit every statues I had in here, and it was a bad idea. It was way too cramped, and it's still a little too cramped, but I'm still working on it, I guess. Here we have the awesome Aquaman poster. I love that poster. It was a pretty awesome cover by Ivan Rice or Reyes. I'm not sure how to pronounce it properly. And here we have the Aquaman statue. I love it. Sadly, I don't have the big version of the statue here. I gave it to my legal, so here we have a few castles, Wen Manor, the Daily Planet, Atlantis. Oh, and there's the statue with Aquaman and Mera.
Mara, my love. No matter how far away I travel or how many leagues of sea might separate us, I will always remember and cherish the promises we made on the day we were married. Even now, after years long past, I can recall every word of our wedding vows.
And here we have some humongous fish. I have like at least half a dozen of those, but I only fitted four, maybe four in here. You get those fish from Catwoman's cat. I won't say its name because the evil YouTube really won't like it. Oh yeah, and there's a few of those portholes. That gives us some sort of opening. It almost gives the illusion that the room is bigger than it actually is. And it's similar views than what we see here, although in this case, not really. And of course, I was able to capture Mr. Mixuspitalik with a whole bunch of runes and evil eyes and that kind of stuff. Eons ago, I would use Mixuspitalik to sort of guard my bank. I would parking next to my bank, and then I would create a wall around the area to make sure that no thief could come and steal my stuff. And then one day, by accident, I realized that I had created a way to be able to stop Mixuspitalik from running away. And I've been refining it ever since. This is my latest iteration. Normally, you would run after Mixuspitalik throughout your lair to try to get those gold coins. Now, no need to run anymore. Mixuspitalik is not going anywhere. Once in a while, it would happen that the Pengbot or Crypto would sneeze and break all the walls, and then Mixuspitalik would run away. But usually, if you time it properly, it doesn't really happen. Oh yeah, I almost forgot my Mogwar. Let's summon our old friend. So of course I had to have him here because why not? So this pretty much covers this base here. So let's go to our last base. And here I'm using the portal of Orion to sort of disguise the teleporter. So let's go to our last lair, the Armory lair. So this is where we started our little trip. I didn't show you the whole thing previously, so let us do that right now. So here you can see as I was working to try to work out how I would recreate this look for my character. Oh, we still have the Ultron Armory. I'm pretty happy with the look. With how this look came out. So basically this is where I put all my armories. I toyed with the idea of putting them all in this room, but I decided against it. I put a few more elsewhere. And of course we have the Orrery of the Multiverse. I love those. I should have purchased more, but oh well. And to the ceiling you can see I forget the name. I mentioned the name to someone earlier. The Starlight Window, something like that. And it's a pretty cool looking base item. You get that base item from opening 15 time capsules, 15 Dark Multiverse time capsule. May seems like a lot, but it was worth it. Here I tried to refine my Phantom look by using the Avatar of Peace mask, as opposed to using the full Domino mask. So I'm wondering if I should get this mask from my Phantom character or not. We'll have to wait and see. Here we have our friend the Question. I should make a few more videos with the Question soon. I just didn't get the chance just yet. And someone asked if I could make a video about Batman using the void material, and I mentioned a handful of different Batman. I'll have to do that at some point. I just didn't get the chance just yet. There's too many videos and too little time, sadly. And I was curious to see what a Hawk armory would look like, what a Hawk costume would look like using the pearl neon chromo material. I kind of like the look. It gives it almost a mystical feel to it, or a holy feel to it. Here I kept the armory with our friend A Train. I also kept. Someone suggested a few tweaks for the boys, so I'll probably make a follow-up video for the boys' costumes. So that's why I kept my armory for A Train. Again, you can see here I disguised my mainframe using some bad computer. And I'm still working on this. I created, let's say, a little subsection using some library walls and some library doors to be able to get through. So here we have our friend Black Noir. And again, I've used the Orrery of the Multiverse to disguise my vendor. And I had a few extra posters here. Like I kind of like this poster for the Justice League. So I thought it would be a shame not to use it. Again, I'm working on a few things. I'm trying to make up like a small study or something here. I'm just not sure yet exactly what it'll be. Here we have our friend Mogo and Ranks. And I love those windows. I'm going to have to try to figure some way to be able to use them a bit better, I guess. Again, some more posters. I love this Young Monsters in Love. So again, here you can see a costume for Dove that I'm trying to tweak. Again, using the pearl neon chromo material. And here I'm keeping, there's this flash armory that I've used some time ago to fight the evil Mirror Master. One of you guys asked how I came up with this look, if I could make a video about this look. I'll try to make it when I get the chance. And here I had an extra Swamp Thing poster. Actually, I had a couple, but this one I wanted to use it again. Again, by the legendary Bernie Wrightson. Love this poster. And here we have, well, what could be considered some sort of warehouse within my lair. There's my crafting station. So this is where the crafting and sciencey stuff happens. I kind of like this base item here. I forget where I got it from, but it's a pretty cool looking item. Here I tried to make some sort of makeshift hospital. I probably could put a few screens on the wall. Again, I'm still working on it, but it's getting there slowly but surely. I probably should make a bigger hospital somewhere else. I'll have to give it some thoughts. So again, you can see all my armories. And again, this is a good spot to be able to show off some emblems. I haven't used it much yet, but eventually I suspect we'll get some new emblems soon. So I'll be able to use it soon to be able to show off those emblems. Our little Batman statue. I love that statue. And there's a bigger one that I'll show you in just a minute. And here we have the big room where we can have some big items like the T-Rex. I love that T-Rex. The only problem I had was that I wish I could use my bat cave. I have a cave lair. Well, there is a cave lair that I could use, but sadly there's no room really where the T-Rex fits properly. It fits too tightly, I guess. I wish we had a big room like this in the cave lair. Maybe at some point they will offer us the option to be able to upgrade the cave lair to a bigger version like this. I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. But I love this T-Rex statue, and also there's the hologram version of the T-Rex, which is a bit smaller, so I guess it would be a bit more manageable in most lair. But if you have the big room, it's not really an issue. And here I have a whole bunch of Oracle mainframe and all that good stuff. But again, I'm still working on it a bit. The Joker card, loves this card. And of course, the bat signal, which you can activate. There's a version that's always turned on, there's a version that's always turned off, and there is this version that you can turn on or turn off as you wish. Love it. Again, we have the invasion portal, the bat computers. I've put these bookshelves here temporarily. I have an idea for a video that I'm planning to make. I just didn't get the chance just yet. As soon as I make that video, I'll probably take down at least one of those. I'll have to give it some thoughts. Oh, here we have a small Batmobile, which is a little fun item to have. And there's the bigger Batmobile here. Oh, and our T-Sphere. I love that little T-Sphere. Sadly for the T-Sphere, we can only have one of it. The exception to that is for the League Hall. For the League Hall, you can have as many as you like. But for the Fury Lair, once you have one of those, sadly, you can't have anymore. It's sad, but that's how it is. So here we have our bigger Batman statue, the new 52 Batman. I have a few more drapes here. Again, I have an idea or two for a video, so I might use those a bit. And there's this little platform that we can have in our lair. I kind of like it, and I love that window. And of course, we have the bat plane right there, because I'm Batman, almost. And this pretty much covers it for my layers for this character, but there's maybe one other layer I could show. There is my Batman lair, which I would like to show. For one reason, it's because of those posters here. When there was the issue of Detective Comics number 1000 that was published, we got a nice free gift, which was those posters that you see on the walls here. We got a small version of those posters, and we got a bigger version of the same posters. Like we got a Batman posters by Bruce Timm, which is a recreation of a classic Joker poster, or a classic Joker cover. This one, I forget who did this one. Here we have Greg Capullo, if I recall correctly. Here we have Frank Miller. I guess at this point, either you like what he does or you don't. There's no middle ground. There's this pretty cool looking poster by Jim Lee. We have this cool looking poster by Jim Steranko. Again, a nice poster by Bernie Wrightson. The same Bernie Wrightson who made those Swamp Thing covers. There's Tim Sale with Batman. So these are some pretty cool looking posters, which sadly we only got one per account. I wish we could have had more for our other layers, but oh well. So at the time I made the choice to give those posters to my Batman character and put it in my Batman lair. Again, I wish we could have a cave lair this big, but oh well. As you can see, I'm still working on it a bit, but I have a few more Bat computer I could probably put up. So here we have another classic poster. I think this one is by Frank Cho. Could have sworn Frank Cho had made a different one, but I guess not. And I think this is pretty much it for the posters. So again, here I'm using the Brainiac lair because it's a bigger lair. We have the big room where we can have the T-Rex. We can have plenty of room for our T-Rex character. There's even plenty of room for the big computer. We have our bat wing. We even have a few bats. I think we got those as a free gift a few years ago. And I guess we could go see one of our league hall. Let's go there. I don't come here as often as I once did, but it's still fun to come once in a while. Although I should probably take some time to decorate it properly. Not sure who did this. I gave access to the Lair to a few members of the league, and someone made a fun little presentation with our friend Aries. We have a pretty cool Superman statue. I wish we could have statues like that for our characters as opposed to what you see here, but what can you do? So there's a few bat signals here. I have quite a few of those. At some point, I would purchase them from the broker, but also just playing the missions in the Earth 3 DLC, I ended up with quite a few bat signals. And I have quite a few posters that we got as a free gift at some point. A few Starro base items. Another poster is a free gift. And this one we got for, I forget. Forget if it was for April's Fool or for the spring seasonal at some point. But it's a variation on the poster that we already had. But of course with Mixed Use Spitalix personal touch. And we got a few of the BBS posters. I was able to purchase a few before they were removed from the game, from the marketplace or from the vendor. Let's go here first, and we'll come back. So again, this poster I have quite a lot of it. I have a lot of characters, and way back when we were able to get one poster per character, so I was able to get a lot of those posters from my legal, and even some of my Lairs. And of course, I purchased a few of the Batman packs to be able to get the Batmobile. But the Alexander Luthor, I got quite a few of those. Again, I got a whole bunch of bat signals. But those bat computers are pretty awesome. I'm always tempted to get more. Usually when there's a sale, I'll probably purchase a few more. Again, a BPS poster that I was able to get before they were removed from the marketplace. And some of the metal posters. Some of the Aquaman posters. I forget where those bats came from. And I think these came from around the time the Justice League movie was released. So this is where we have the sparring targets. I came here once in a while, and it gives us a pretty big room to be able to have plenty of room for our T-Rexes, or even that bat window. If I could, I would probably put a whole bunch of those windows here, maybe in the long run. And again, some more bat signals, some more computers. And now we'll go to the Flash Wing. I love those banners. So again, I would buy a few flashbacks whenever there was a sale or something. Although the big banners, I bought a whole bunch of them from the broker. If you wonder why I'm never that rich, there's always items I want to purchase on the broker. It's not as bad nowadays. Nowadays I have almost everything I really need, so I don't spend quite as much as I once did. But there's a point in time where I would spend money as quickly as I would earn it to be able to purchase a whole bunch of stuff. So here you can see this is pretty much a flash wing with a whole bunch of flash shops. And the worst part is that I have a few more that I didn't put up just yet. And there's our friend Crypto. So I was able to get Crypto for a few characters and even for this league all here. Again, some more posters. Here we have, I guess, the Green Lantern wing. Those base items, holy crap! I had to play the broker quite a lot to be able to purchase those base items. I can tell you that. And pretty much everything you see here was purchased from the broker, except maybe that big one here, the big pink lantern emblem. That comes from the Valentine seasonal. But the battery, holy crap! Way back when I had to purchase to spend like quite a few bucks to purchase that lantern, or even that console for that matter. And here we have a couple of Mogos. I love those little guys. And of course, there's the big lantern memorial. I wish we had an actual lantern, like a green lantern or a yellow lantern. There's the mission in Coast City where we have the big yellow, red, and green lanterns. I wish we could have those as base items. Maybe someday. So technically, this is the lantern room. Well, I guess I could get a whole bunch more emblems and even better yet, more consoles like this. Maybe next Valentine seasonal. I have a few pets in this lair. Again, some more Starro. I have a whole bunch of those Starro. Some more posters. The Aquaman posters, we got a handful of them quite some time ago. Again, I love this one. But they're all pretty cool. Some BVS poster. And we have also a smaller version again of the Aquaman statue. But I'll show you the bigger version in just a second. So again, some more BVS posters. So here you can see I have at least two Aquaman statue. I got one as a gift and the other one I purchased from the broker or something like that. Pretty cool looking statue. Sometimes I wish I had purchased more. Too late. So we have some more Starro here. I purchased one of the water pack, I forget the actual name, the splash pack or something like that. But I would probably purchase more. If there's a sale at some point, I'll probably purchase more. But I'll purchase more for my Aquaman base. So another Batmobile, the big Superman statue. I saw a Batman statue similar to that, but somehow we don't have it just yet as a base item. Maybe someday. And here's another time sphere. I love that time sphere. It's something that I never thought we would have, and now we do. So some more Superman stuff. Again, the Moebius chair. I love that chair. And a few other posters. I probably should have purchased more of that fortress door. And here's a little T-sphere. Actually, I have three T-spheres here. Somehow you're able to get the T-sphere and donate it to the League Hall, but you cannot give it to other characters, or at least at the time you could not. I'm not sure if it's still the same or if maybe they changed it. I'm wondering where the others are. It doesn't matter. And I guess there's one more place where we could go. So here we have, I forget, the Angelic Drone. I guess our T-spheres are somewhere around. I have a couple, I have about the 3 Angelic Drones as well. And that's a cool looking glitch. You can see on the shoulders the emblem, it's the enhanced version of the emblem, and somehow on the shoulders the emblem actually shines. I kind of like it. And let's take a look at my other legal, the legal for evil villains. So you can see the hero legal is on the moon, and this one is under the sea, which I thought was fitting, seeing how the Hall of Doom is technically in a swamp. I love this throne. And again, I have a billion statues, so sometimes when I quite don't know what to do with them, I try to come up with something, and this is what happened here. And there's that seal that's awesome looking. I should have purchased more. Nah, too late, too late. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the Orrery of the Multiverse. I love those. So we have some more Ultraman statues. We have our friend Commissioner Gordon from Earth 3, obviously. So here we have the poster, but the evil villain version of the poster. And the one without Mixospitalik's improvements. We have the coin again for the Crime Syndicate of America. Some of the metal posters. So it takes, sadly, quite a while to be able to gather all the items to be able to decorate those bases. But I often mention you have to. This Universe Online is a marathon, not a sprint. So you have to take the time it takes to be able to gather your stuff. So some more posters here. Here we have our cosmic treadmill room. Although I don't have as many flash-based items here as I have in my hero lair, but I have a few. Again, a few of the metal posters. The Batman Who Laughs. It's been quite a hit with audience. People seems to like that Batman Who Laughs quite a lot. So here we have our training room. Again, I'm probably doing a bit of overkill with the Orrery of the Multiverse, but when we first got this base items, holy crap, I fell in love with it. I really enjoyed that base item. For once, for a long time we had a lot of the base items were stuff like beds and tables and chairs. Nothing really exciting, nothing really that said superheroes, that said DC Universe. And then we got the Orrery of the Multiverse, and holy crap, did I enjoy that base item. And for once, we had something that wasn't mundane, and that was pretty much quite special, I thought. And luckily enough, we got a lot more good base items afterwards. But for quite some time, I remember originally when we had the Lairs, it was a bit disappointing. I remember people complaining that they did not really want to play Barbie's Dream House. They wanted to play the DC Universe Online and be a superhero. But luckily, at some point, they started giving us some pretty cool looking base items, like those apocalypse base items. I love those. Again, many hours were spent playing the broker to purchase those items. I can tell you that. Again, I probably should have purchased more, but there's only so many. There's only so long someone can spend playing the broker. At some point, you need a break from the broker. I often try to encourage people to play the broker. Often people will ask me, "How do you have so much money?" or "How can you purchase items?" It's very simple. You have to play the broker. It's there's no miracle solutions. Again, here we have a pretty one of our cool looking time sphere. So if you want to have some cool looking stuff, sadly a lot of that comes from the broker. And to purchase the stuff from the broker, you need some cash. When I started playing this universe online, I did not care about the broker at all. I would just purchase and sell a few items once in a while, but I didn't really play the broker game because I didn't really care about most of the stuff on the broker. At the time, I was playing the Phantom. If you guys saw my Phantom character, uh, I didn't need to much to be able to customize the look of my character. My character already looked like I wanted it to look. Here we have a pretty big base item, which is pretty cool looking. So originally I did not really need a whole bunch of styles. I had all the styles I really needed. After a while, I was able to refine the look of my Phantom a bit with the Absolute Zero belt with the two guns. But at first, I did not need again anything, so I barely used the broker at all. Oh, here we have our friend Tico. Oh, I guess he doesn't like me being here. So again, we have a whole bunch of coins from the Crime Syndicate, some lantern stuff. So early on, for quite a while, I wouldn't use a broker. I would sell everything to vendors, which I should probably kick myself by now. I probably wasted a lot of cash doing that. And I've only really started using the broker when we got the amenities. When we got the Lairs and the amenities for the Lairs, then I started playing the broker to be able to purchase the collections to be able to get the amenities for the Lair. That's pretty much what got me started to really use a broker. And then it snowballed from there. Then after buying the amenities, then I started buying styles. After buying the styles I needed, I started buying base items. Okay, so here we can see our Superwoman friend. So I knew I had the statues of Superwoman, but obviously I gave them to this Lair. So here we have a whole bunch of items, lantern items. Again, the big lantern, which I wish could be a green or a yellow or red lantern. Oh well. Some of the Harley Quinn stuff we got for Batman Day quite some time ago. Some Vandal Savage base items. Somehow I only have a few bombshell posters here. I wonder why. And I have a hanging decorative drapes. Normally there is an emblem on those drapes, but with this I came to realize that holy crap, we cannot have an emblem for our league hall, so no emblem on the drapes. So don't waste your if you ever get one of those drapes, don't give it to your league hall. You don't see the emblem anyway, so sadly it's a bit of a waste. So a whole bunch of Crime Syndicate tables, a whole bunch of all signal. Again, should probably try to set up some sort of a small casino. That would probably be a good place to be able to set that up. And that pretty much covers our bases or our league halls. So hopefully you enjoyed our little visit of my lairs and my league halls. until Wonderverse finally goes live. Once Wonderverse goes live later today, I'll probably make a video or two about it. I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about this Universe Online at this point, so if I don't answer a question right away, just search in my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answers your question. And that's going to be pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.